Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. And with this video, it's a sad video for me to make, you feel me? Because with this video, I'm going to be discussing me taking my first L, in fighting. And I took my first L in my BKFC debut. So for those who don't know what those acronyms stand for, it's for Bare Knuckle Fight Championship. So for my previous video, I talked to y'all about how I went to the tryouts, I got invited. I kind of stood out, and they invited me to fight in Los Angeles, so I'm going to go over that for y'all right now and tell y'all what happened. So yeah, guys, I got invited, to fight for BKFC. It was a wonderful opportunity for me. It was crazy, like the whole situation, like me going to the tryouts, these guys end up hitting me up like 2 months later. I ended up forgetting about the whole situation, you feel me? They hit me up. It was like a random Tuesday. And one of the promoters hit me up and was like, "Hey man, you want to fight? This is Richard Brooks." I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "Yeah, this is Wooty Woo from BKFC. Are you willing to fight? We have an event coming up April 27th in California, Los Angeles. I know you're a native. We like how you stood out in the trial. So how you feel about fighting for us?" And, in my head, I'm like, "Fuck yeah, you feel me? I'm gonna do it." So with that being said, we go. I'm going to be adding the clips so, y'all can catch up to what I'm saying right now. But, April 27th, we had a crazy event. I'll show y'all the poster. So, yeah, man, we had a crazy event. You see me right there. Mike Perry, the headline. Feel me? It was at Peacock Theater. Real star-studded event, I might add. You feel me? We had Ben Rothwell, Todd Duffy. We had Lorenzo Hunt, Juggernaut versus Terrell. We had a lot of good fights on there. I ended up fighting this guy, Tommy Aaron. Yeah, I ended up fighting the guy, Tommy Aaron. He was a fellow, Los Angeles native. And, it just didn't go the way I expected it to go. It was a bit of controversy. I'm going to touch on that as well. So, just the whole lead up, I was able to get invited. It was a wonderful opportunity. I only been fighting for 3 years. You feel me? So, but me fighting for 3 years and being able to reach this level and in such a fast, time, it was pretty remarkable. People told me, even though I was disappointed with the outcome, a lot of people told me, like, "Look, bro, regardless of whatever, you made it to a big level. You feel me? You only been fighting 3 years. You feel me? You only had 3 Muay Thai fights, which I was 3-0 in, I might add. I only had 3 Muay Thai fights under the IKF. I had 3 other smoker fights that I won as well. You feel me? So just me, just a timeline I've been fighting on, I feel like I kind of spoke this into existence as well. You feel me? So yeah, with that being said, it was like a lot of build up towards that. I had to do a lot of doctor stuff, a lot of MRI on your brain. BKFC, they do a great job with making sure the fighters are, physically and mentally prepared before they step in that ring, because it's definitely not an easy thing to step into. You feel me? With bare knuckle, especially if you used to fighting with gloves on, you feel me, for however long you've been fighting, that's usually the traditional way to go. So, going into the bare knuckle stuff, we had a lot of build up, a lot of media stuff we had to do, a lot of interviews, a lot of I went to like 10 doctor's appointments, you feel me? That was like the most doctor's appointments I've ever been to in my life consecutively like that in like a short amount of time. So like I said, they do a good job of making sure all the fighters are prepared mentally and physically to step in that ring. And, you got to realize what you sign up for. It's not something to play about. They say, it's an old saying people say about, we don't play boxing. And you sure as hell don't play bare knuckle boxing, you feel me? And I was a victim of that. Y'all see I got my little scar right here on my face, but it come with the territory. But yeah, so just to build up to that, like 2 weeks prior, like I said, I was doing a lot of doctor's appointments, I was doing a lot of interviews, phone interviews, handling tickets, promoting it on Instagram, stuff like that. Like I said, it was a wonderful opportunity for me and my family, and just coming from where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the trenches. I always say that. Y'all know me. I've been watching. Y'all know where I'm coming from with this. You feel me? So, me being on that level was just crazy. Like,
here in the City of Angels. Next up, we move along to the lightweight division. First to the scale. Tomorrow, he makes his BKFC debut from South Central Los Angeles, California. Here is Richard, the Big Bad Wolf Brooks. Richard Brooks, 153.3. And his opponent is an MMA veteran of 20 fights, and tomorrow also makes his BKFC debut from San Pedro, California. Here is Tom.
You know, just me walking, like even the day before, you know, we had weigh-ins, you know, we had face-offs, and like just me walking out into that arena, and I'm just looking like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I feel like I made it for like 27 seconds. You feel me? I felt like I made it, like for real. You feel me? But you know, come fight day, you know, I'm a backtrack a bit. You know, initially I was a bit nervous because my coach, you know, I had another fight scheduled for that day, so I was supposed to do a Muay Thai fight that day. You feel me? But when BKFC reached out to me, I was just like, look, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm gonna have to cancel this Muay Thai fight. I'm gonna have to just go with the better opportunity. You feel me? So when I initially told, you know, my coaches or, you know, my teammates at my gym or a couple of my family members, they were kind of like, what the hell are you doing, Richard? Like, you really want to go from Muay Thai just to straight bare knuckle? Is it lucrative long term? And I'm like, look, regardless of the financial side of it, you know, it's being seen all over the world. You feel me? So me even being on there, win, lose, or draw, is just a big opportunity for me. So, you know, as fight day got closer, you know, when they start promoting it and they start seeing the platform I was on, you know, most people, they start kind of, you know, like, oh, okay, like this is legit. Like, we proud of you. Like, you know, what can we do to help? So initially my coach, he wasn't even going to be able to make it. So, you know, shout out to my coach, Pete. You know, he ended up making the fight because he was going to go and support my teammate, which on the card I was supposed to be on. You feel me? In Commerce, California. So, you know, he was able to make my fight. You know, I was a prelim, so, you know, I was the second fight of the night. So my fight started like around 6 p.m. And so he was still able to make my fight and go to one of my teammates' fights who fought later that night around like, I think it was like 10:30 p.m. You feel me? So initially I was like, damn, you know, because he felt like he wasn't going to be able to make it, you know, depending on how, you know, they was going to start the fights and, you know, how long fights go. You know, it's a whole different process. But, you know, BKFC, they do a good job of, you know, getting all the fights out there in a timely manner. You feel me? So, you know, but like it was just crazy just being in the back, you know, warming up without no gloves. You know, they just wrapping our hands up, like, and I'm gonna show some pictures around here. They just wrapping our hands up until like right below our knuckles, and then you just going out there and just fighting. Like, it's just crazy as hell. You feel me? But yeah, you know, I go out there. I feel like I started off pretty strong. You know, I was using a lot of movement. You know, just, you know, I was really confident. I wasn't even nervous. Like 2 weeks before, I was very nervous. But like it was so much build up, I kind of started like, all right, let's just get this over with. So, you know, me getting out there.
The fighters staying fluid early stages of this lightweight bout on the outside. The right hand again to the body from Aaron, to the inside combination on the duck under from Brooks.
And Brooks was one of the guys who came through trials, so you can see why we like him. Hard, powerful counterpunching.
Staying patient on the outside. In the step again, that naked right hand to the body. That's 3 times now from Aaron. Aaron off the jab.
Aaron said in our interview he wanted to throw those right hands at the body. He's doing so.
Yes, I wasn't even nervous no more. I was just more so like, man, let's get this shit over with. I'm ready to do it. Like, I grew up fighting with no gloves. And one of my cornerman, my boy Kevin, shout out my boy Kevin, he was like, man, we just put the gloves on, Richard. A lot of these dudes just took the gloves off. Remember that? And I'm like, you know what, you right. Like, we did just put the gloves on. Like, we grew up fighting on the street and without, you know, just chunking them up. You feel me? So, like I said, when I got there to fight day, I was just more so like, kind of like anxious. Like, let's get this out the way. I wasn't even nervous no more. So, you know, I feel like me getting out there, I started off strong. You know, shout out, you know, my opponent, you know, he was a very experienced guy. Like I said, I only had, under the IKF, 3 Muay Thai fights. I never had a pro fight in my life. Never even had a boxing-only fight in my life. So I went from having 3 Muay Thai fights to just going into straight bare-knuckle boxing, you feel me? So my opponent, you know, he had a lot of boxing experience. He had like 20 pro MMA fights. He had like 30 fights altogether. So, you know, I'm not saying that's an excuse or nothing, but, you know, as far as the experience factor, he was, you know, way more experienced than me. But in my head, that shit really didn't mean nothing to me. I'm like, man, I'm going to go out there. It's a fight, bro. All that should go out the window. You feel me? On the real. So, me just going out there, and I feel like I said, I started off strong. You know, I'm showing clips and everything like that. But it was just like, you know, he caught me. I got a little overzealous at the end of the first round. He caught me. You feel me? And I kind of went down. You know, it wasn't really, it didn't really hurt me too much. It was more so like a flash knockdown, and I was a bit off balance. So, you know, I went to my corner. You know, I'm talking to my coach. I'm like, yeah, coach, I'm good. You know, it was like a flash knockdown. That was my mistake. You know, I got a little overzealous. You know, I kind of tried to attack him. And you feel me? Coming into the second round, this where it got a little controversial. So you see, I back up against the rope. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be a little more official. I'm gonna be more like a sniper this round. You feel me? Because I see like he's counter punching me. You feel me? He's trying to throw a lot of heavy shots, which is a smart thing to do. You feel me? So you know, we end up tying up, and unfortunately, you know, he kind of got me in a weird position, and, like slammed me on my head. So when he slams me on my head, I go out for like 3-4 seconds. I wake up. We got Chris Laban. I got Chris Laban, ex-UFC fighter. You know, now current BKFC ref. He's yelling at me. Are you okay? So when I wake up, it just go black. I wake up and everything blurry. You feel me? I'm like, damn. I'm like, Richard, stay down. It's over with. Like, it's over, bro. Just stay down. I'm like, nah. Some told me like, nah, get up. So when I'm trying to get up, my ear is ringing. I'm everything blurry. I'm like, I'm out of it. So he like, he like, Brooks, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. I'm like, bro, like this is crazy as hell. So when I get up, I kind of fall down to my knees. You feel me? So then he like, okay, time, let me get a doctor. So I'm kind of like, you know, pleading with him. I'm like, bro, this dude just slammed me on my head. Like, what's going on? Like, you feel me? Like, you making it seem like it was a knockdown or something. Like I'm got an 8 count. So you feel me? I talked to the doctor. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm not. So in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna quit. So I'm telling the doctor, like, I'm good. But whole time I'm not good. And you'll see how I will start fighting different. You feel me? Like right here. You feel me? So I start fighting way different. So I get out there. You feel me? Then, you know, he pretty much jumped on me, which was the right thing to do. But like I said, in my opinion, and a lot of people seen it, if he doesn't slam me on my head, I feel like it's a way different fight. Even with him dropping me that first round, like I said, I feel like I started off strong. It was more so me just getting a little overzealous and me running into a counter. But I don't feel like I just went out there and I got outclassed. You feel me? Like him slamming me on my head was definitely a situation where I'm like, damn, bro, it was unfortunate. And I feel like he shouldn't have done that. And it was like some bullshit, you feel me? A lot of people feel like, you know, it was a dirty move, a Bush League move, a cheap shot. You know, he did like an MMA takedown. And, you know, no other fight, somebody got slammed like that, and you know it would happen to me. But you know it is what it is. It was a good experience nonetheless. You feel me? Shout out, you know, everybody that supported me in this. You feel me as well? Like, 'cause you feel me? It was definitely a big move for me stepping up. And you know I got a big announcement as well coming up July 12th. You feel me as well? So y'all stay tuned. You feel me? I'm not done yet. I'm still right here. You feel me? The biggest bad wolf y'all know on the real. But yeah, you feel me? Like you know, afterwards, like I was very down. You know, a lot of people, they reached out to me, they showed me love. They like, look, bro, regardless of anything, you went out there and you did your thing. You feel me? Like you didn't turn down nothing. You went out there and you fought, and you got up, and you still fought. Even though you know you got finished, you got TKO'd, it didn't go the way you wanted. You still got out there and fought. You feel me? So that means a lot. That takes a strong dude to do something like that. You feel me? So, but yeah, you feel me? Like I'm not trying to like blame, you know, nobody. Like, you know, it is what it is, stuff like that happens, but it definitely wasn't a clean thing he did. It was definitely, I feel like it was a dirty move. But, you know, shout out bro, you feel me? He went out there and did what he had to do, you feel me? He TKO'd me. Like I said, I'll be back, you feel me? It's not like, you know I went out there and I know it definitely would have been a different fight, you feel me? I'm not trying to sit here and make 1,000 excuses, you feel me? But I feel like it definitely would have been a better fight without that slam happening, you feel me? And like I said, a lot of people reached out to me, they showed me love. You know, I did even cry after that shit. I got home and I kind of broke down in tears. But like I said, a lot of people was around me that uplifted me, and they let me know, like, look, we still proud of you nonetheless. You jumped into that. That's not your world, you feel me? That's not your world, Richard. It ain't like you've been boxing your whole life and you get out there and you just get outclassed and it's like, ooh, that's embarrassing, you feel me? But that wasn't my world. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's just something to learn from. It's a life lesson, you feel me? And also, you can't never get too big-headed. You can't never think you just that dude, you feel me? There's always somebody out there bigger and better than you that can treat, especially in a fight game, you feel me? Like, it's like night and day sometimes, you feel me? You can win 100 fights and you can still get knocked out. It don't matter who you is, you feel me? So that's just what it is. But, you know, I just want to bring that here for y'all. I ain't been on here in a minute because I was training for like 6 weeks, you feel me? On the real. So I just want to come make this video and, you feel me, just give y'all some clarity. Give myself some clarity. You feel me? Let y'all know I'm still on my journey. I'm still the big bad wolf. You feel me? I'm still representing from the trenches. You know, I'm still trying to inspire the youth, and you feel me, and show people that you can do more than just be in the hood, be in the streets. You feel me? And I'm not trying to even just talk about my demographic, just all demographics across the world, whether you white, black, whatever. You know, this is to whoever I could touch and inspire to do something positive and do something that's like lucrative for you long term. That's what I'm here for. You feel me? So look, like I said, I love y'all, man. I'll be back soon. You feel me?